What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If returning subscribers, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, this story broke 2 days ago, I think on the 30th. And this is one crazy story. But this is something that goes on a lot in the prison system. I've witnessed this myself, not up close, but I mean, you hear the rumors and you see how people interact with each other. And sometimes it's just fraternization, and sometimes sexual behavior as far as inmates and staff in jails and prisons, alike. I want to read you an excerpt from Law and Crime article. I'll read the whole article, and I'll put it on here where you guys can see it, and we'll do it a little bit different this time. Then we'll come back and talk about it. So without further ado, let's jump into it. This story was posted by Law and Crime, the article, and it was from June 30th, 2023. And it reads as follows. A pregnant prison contract worker was arrested for allegedly having sex with a convicted armed robber serving a life sentence for shooting a woman in the face after guards found the two alone with soiled sheets in a prison operating room in Georgia while searching for the inmate during headcount. Fatima Khadijah Maddox, age 30, was booked into the Richmond County Jail on June 23rd on a sexual assault charge, Richmond County Sheriff's Office records said. Maddox allegedly had multiple instances of sexual contact with Joshua Demery, with the first one being on May 1st of this year at the Augusta State Medical Prison, which houses up to 1,326 men convicted of felonies, local ABC affiliate WJBF reported, citing arrest records. Maddox was working for WellPath, a medical service contractor for the Georgia Department of Corrections. Representatives from the WellPath company didn't respond to a message seeking comment from Law and Crime. Of course not. Maddox allegedly told authorities she was pregnant and unsure if the child was Demery's, according to the Augusta Press. The case came to light during an inmate headcount. Demery was not where he was supposed to be. Guards found him and Maddox and soiled sheets with hair and bodily fluids in an unused operating room, according to the Augusta Press. Demery, age 36, is serving life in prison for shooting a woman in the face in 2012 with his father, stealing marijuana, trying to flee in a Jeep at speeds reaching 120 miles an hour before rolling the vehicle off a highway and landing in the marsh, the Brunswick News reported. Demery was quickly arrested. His father was found hiding in the marsh after a 5-hour police search, the paper reported. The victim was treated at a hospital and released. Demery remains imprisoned in Georgia on convictions for armed robbery, aggravated assault, burglary, firearms possession during a crime, police records show. Now, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. How stupid can you be? This is something that goes on a lot. There are a lot of women out here that go to these jobs, and male inmates are very manipulative. They're very slick. These people get through life taking advantage of others. You see it in jail. Men taking advantage of men. Not even on a sexual level, but just on a level of manipulation mentally. And women are no different. If they can get in contact with somebody on the outside that has contact on the outside to either bring in something or give them something like sex, they will do it. Remember, these are criminals. They locked up for a reason. I know, I was in there. And that's the first thing. Second thing is this. Man, this is a job, and this is a temp job for her. This is not no permanent job. She wasn't working permanently. This is a temp job for her. They could have got rid of her at any time, or she could have quit. Wasn't even no career moving. If it was, you would have used better judgment in your head. Jail and prison is a nasty place. You go and work at a job temporarily and meet some guy that been in there for a while. You don't know what he's carrying, who he is, what he's about. This man got a history of violence against women. He shot a woman in the face, and you sat there and opened your universe and let him enter you like that. And what's embarrassing is you're pregnant. You sitting up here. I don't know who the baby's daddy is. Embarrassing. Embarrassing. Man, we got a long way to go to get things right as a people, and just this is stupid stuff. You in there. I'm sure you can look at inmate records. I'm sure you seen what he did before you even knew who he was. Because, I mean, they have, even if you're in the medical field or whatever, there's a database where everybody can read up on everybody that's in there, who they are, how dangerous they are. A lot of inmates have different levels of, it might be color coded or whatever, like danger levels. This guy right here is a high priority threat, a violent offender. He shot a woman in his face. Then he doing crimes with his dad. Now you got a baby in you where the dad and the granddad might be hardened criminals. And all because you wanted to share your flesh with some guy that you thought was attractive. You in the medical field. It's access to condoms in there. You ain't even used none. Trifling. Trifling. This is one of them stories, no matter what she say, she look bad. Real bad. You started messing with this guy May 1st. Here it is, June 30th, right? A little bit past June 30th, and you're busted. Didn't even last a month and a half. A little over a month and a half. Y'all in there screwing like rabbits. Then they catch you in the act. Dirty sheets. Fixing your clothes, y'all looking stupid. You 30-year-old woman, he 36. I wonder what kind of game. He need to write a book, because he got some game with him if he's doing it like that. Then the thing is, why would you mess with somebody in jail outside of what I just mentioned? Another thing is this. When you do that, they hold something over your head. They can shake you down. You know what I mean? Blackmail you, anything else. Why would you put your job in jeopardy? You put your health in jeopardy. You don't know if he was messing with you and then going back there and messing with a man. And that's the part that I don't understand. Like, it's like people are just so loose with how they regard sex and their own body. When I was young, women were taught to have pride in their body. Remember, men, they say guys only want one thing. Up front, initially, that's usually how it is. Seriously, unless a guy has got to know you. And also, men, when we look at women, the first impulse we have is breed oriented. That's just how it is. I mean, it's instinctive. Men look at women in a sexual level, whether it's saying she's attractive or the way her body looks. We think like that. It's in our DNA. It's just in our genetic makeup. I mean, it is what it is. How did you even hook up with this guy? What, he told you was cute? You had a bubble in the back, he liked you behind? What makes you risk your job to go and do something like that? I mean, I don't mean to be tearing into this. This is shameful. This is shameful. And this goes on a lot. And it's not just women that fall for this. You'll see a lot of stories where out there, if you go on the internet right now, especially out there in the West Coast, you'll see a lot of women getting impregnated by male inmates. They lock you behind up. That's a serious charge. Now, she locked up with a baby in her, and the baby might be born without her. Definitely not going to be there with the daddy if this is the guy, or the grandfather. Who you going to get a baby to? Your people? Man, it's like nobody takes pride into the next generation, bringing forth the next generation. Hey, I want my child to have a good father that is smart, will take care of the kid, will provide a way, really wants me. He wants to build something with me. Not that I'm just pregnant, I'm keeping it no matter what. Man, listen. We got to start vetting each other before we open our legs and all this other stuff. Same with dudes. You building a legacy. You can't just build with anybody just because they're attractive. And vice versa. Man, this is stupid stuff. Guys, leave me a comment on this one. This story's going around the internet. I wish I was the first one to break it, but evidently I'm a little bit late. But I still want to hear your opinions on this. Make sure you leave a comment. As always, I'm going to say it again. Like, share, and subscribe. I didn't say comment that time. I'll see you guys in the next video. This is shameful.